Salute, man. What is happening, man? How's everybody doing out there, man? On YouTube Landia, man. Woo! Minneapolis, man. What is going on, man? What is going on in Minneapolis? What is going on everywhere? Is Trump going to just allow this to happen? I mean, it is a game because allowing Minneapolis to do this, Minnesota, it does show the nation that like these people are nuts and they're unfit for leadership. It does show the world that the Democrats are unfit for leadership. While Trump is making decisive action everywhere and dealing with big time issues, the Democrats are worried about some chick that got shot by a fucking ICE agent. So he is showing by letting them it's like what they say when your enemy is embarrassed, when your enemy is destroying himself, don't interrupt them. Don't interrupt them. Yeah, man. Salute to everybody out there, man. Back in the basement, man. Back in the basement. Make sure you support the channel. Support the damn channel. Shout out to Anthony Madsen, man. He said, I support Our Nation News. Salute to you, man. Yeah, don't interrupt him. That's probably what he's thinking. Because he definitely needs to show these damn Democrats who's boss, who's running this country. It looks like they're running the country. As crazy as that may seem, it looks like they're running the country. They're doing what they want to do. He may want to check them, but it is a thing of like, yo, just let them crash out. Let them crash out. You know, let them crash out. Let them crash out. Let them do their damn thing. Let them be weird ass, out of control, feminine energy, liberals, and just let people just see that. Yeah. That could be the that could be the game plan. That could be the game plan.
Welcome everybody, welcome back. We're live here in downtown Minneapolis. Live in downtown Minneapolis.
Yeah, this is embarrassing, man. This is embarrassing. This should be embarrassing. Let me put it like that. This should be embarrassing, right? This should be embarrassing, man. This should be embarrassing, man. This should be embarrassing. It's just the fact that it's not is also a problem, man. Nicole Rug Munch. God damn. Um, Shout out to S Freak. S Freak is in the building, man. They call her the kamikaze Karen, man. This is bad, man. This is embarrassing. Yeah, this is just so embarrassing. And they all got glasses on. Everybody like you never go anywhere where like 60% of the people are wearing glasses. That never happens unless you're at a liberal function. Unless you're at a liberal function. She's a poet. Oh, she's a poet, man. I would love to read some of her poetry, man. What's her name again? I forgot her name already. What's this bitch's name? What's her name? What the fuck is that bitch's name? What's her name? Renee Good. Yeah, Renee Good. Okay. Renee Good. I had let's see. Oh, okay. They got some poetry. Some of her poetry is available, man. All right. We can get to some of her poetry, guys. Some of her poetry is available. Oh man. Ugh. Let's see. Let's see some of this Renee Good poetry, man. Under clippings of the moon at 2:45. Am I study and repeat? Ribosome, endoplastic, lactic acid, stamen at the IHOP on the corner of Powers and Stetson Hill. I repeated and scribbled until it picked its way and stagnated somewhere I can't point to anymore. Maybe my gut. Maybe then, in between my pancreas and large intestine, is the piddly brook of my soul. It's the ruler by which I reduce all things now, hard edged and splintering from knowledge that used to sit one cloth against fevered forehead. See, like that type of poetry. I have no clue, like what any of that means, man. I guess I gotta. I'm not cultured enough to understand that type of poetry. I'm not cultured enough to understand that type of poetry. I need you to rhyme, motherfucker. A poem in honor of. Oh, this is in honor of her. Okay, no, I don't want. I don't want to see a poem on her. I want to see her poetry. Kamikaze Karen. I want to see. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not good at that stuff. Like I'm not cultured enough to understand that. I need to go to like I need I'm yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Let me go to over here, man. Everybody hit the like button, man. Smash that like button for me, man. Hit that like button for me, man. Hit that like button.
I ain't worried about none of y'all niggas, folks. Man, folk, it'll get like that, folks. I'll park the truck on you niggas, nigga. On full red. Hey, pull that cop. Hey, what? On his ass. What? Fucking do.
How shootouts happen in Minneapolis.
Y'all know, buddy? Hey, who the fuck is buddy? I ain't worried about none of y'all niggas, folks. Man, folk, it'll get like that, folks. I'll park the truck on you niggas, nigga. On full red. Hey, pull that cop. Hey, what? On his ass. What? Fucking do.
How shootouts.
Niggas are retarded, man. That's true, man. That's literally true. Which makes it worse, man. I said Minneapolis. I put Minneapolis. God damn. Mimi.
We love ice. 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 We love.
Oh man. Yeah, this is embarrassing, man. I'm not even gonna lie, man. This is embarrassing for Trump. That's embarrassing for Trump and JD Vance and them. That's embarrassing for them. This is embarrassing for them. This is embarrassing. They got ran off by a parking lot full of like goddamn geechee fucking proto-humans and shit. That shit's sad, man. This is sad, man. Damn, Trump. This shit's sad, man. This shit is sad, man. ICE got to deal with this shit in their own country. Oh, they only gonna be emboldened by this. You have big problems out of them. You have big problems out of them now. This dude has had more cringe moments than somebody who's been in politics for 50 years. This guy, man. This fucking guy. Jesus Christ.
And my larger question is, who are these people? Where are they coming from? What training do they have? You know, are they Proud Boys? Are they Oath Keepers? Where are they getting these people from? Because our police in Minneapolis have a hard time recruiting people, qualified people to go through training. Who are these guys? Where they're from? We don't know anything about them. And the fact they're all wearing masks to create that fear in everybody here, it leads me more to suspect, who are they? Where are they coming from? I think it's a question for all of America. Where are these guys coming from? I don't know. And
he's talking about ICE. So he knows all his police on his local police department. This random citizen, man. He said they literally want to vet federal agents, but not illegal immigrants. Yeah, this is insane, man.
What may come my way, my life is in your hands. You don't have to worry, and don't you be afraid. Joy comes in the morning. Troubles, they don't last always. For there's a friend in Jesus who will wipe your tears away. And if your heart is broken,
Look at his family, they just walking around. His own family, they just milling around. George Floyd's family just milling around like
no matter what may come my way, my life is in your hands. You don't have to worry, and don't you be afraid. Joy comes in the morning. Troubles, they don't last always. For there's a friend in Jesus who will wipe your tears away. And if your heart is broken, Just lift your hands and say,
Jesus Christ. Fucking A, man.
So do you guys want to meet who Renee Nicole Good thought she was protecting? Who she set out to protect when she went and attacked ICE? Because this is one of the men that ICE arrested in a targeted operation there in Minneapolis. This is reporting via Bill Malugin. Mahad Abdul Qadir Yusuf, I'm just going to put the name up on the screen, is a Somali who is here illegally. He has prior conviction for assault from 2016. He also has prior arrests for first-degree assault and an active warrant for obstructing police. Worse, ICE reports that they previously tried to arrest this guy at his apartment, but the building manager blocked them from entering and shielded this guy. He's a convicted offender. He has victimized women while in our country illegally. That is who this woman, Renee Nicole Good, abandoned her child to go and obstruct ICE officers and then attack one over. These are the people liberals have been brainwashed into thinking that they need to go help and protect. The same liberals who didn't care about Laken Riley, Rachel Morin, or Jocelyn Nungray, and who scolded us for bringing them up. These are the same people who celebrated the death of Charlie Kirk, but now they're saying, say her name, about a woman who was technically committing a felony to obstruct ICE officers who were trying to arrest that guy. And they wonder how Trump won in a landslide. These people don't love their neighbors. They seem to actively want most of us to be harmed. So I know my position's probably pretty clear that I support the Trump administration, our federal agents. I support ICE. But I just want to say, in case any of you guys are watching, I love you guys. Keep it up. Keep getting these guys off the streets. Thank you.
Yeah, this was earlier today. Look at that. Sponsor tonight's programming. Put 20 on it. Put 100 on it. Put 50 on it. Sponsor tonight's program. Minneapolis, man. We're going in on Minneapolis, man. And much, much more. And much, much more. Okay? And much, much more. Shout out to T.R. McCoy, man. He said, I hate the mayo so much. Yeah, man. This is God. This is insane, man. These people are. Look at these. They're only out there for political reasons. They don't give a fuck about any of these illegals. They're using this as a political football. Is this him? Well, we already heard from him. Look at that those wily eyes. Jesus Christ.
Hate what's happening to it with people who frankly aren't from here coming in and telling us who should be here. And when it comes down to loving my neighbor, I'm just going to love my neighbor. So
you have a little peanut with you.
I do. This is Lola.
Lola. And why was it important for you to bring her?
Just to feel the energy of love and community and to show people that I'm not going to let someone else intimidate me to live in a city that doesn't represent what I want it to represent. I want to be able to bring her in a place where people are saying we love our neighbors.
Minnesota is, I grew up here, it's known as a very welcoming place. Can you believe your eyes? Can you believe what you're seeing happening on the streets?
I mean, no, and also I have to, because if I don't believe it, I'm not going to take action, and I think it's important to stand up for what's right and show up the way that I would want someone to show up for me.
It's amazing. And what's your name?
I'm Molly.
Molly. Thank you, Molly. Thank you. I hope you make it back. Thank you.
Jesus, she's such a pompous, pretentious fucking shit stain.
All right, as you see, that was just one protester speaking out on why she decided to show up today as well. And
the fucking Meg Thee Stallion doing the fucking news and fucking news now.
So I want to continue to let you know that we'll keep our eyes on some of these live vantage points here on Live Now from Fox and listen in from time to time. In the meantime, we do know that it was earlier today that different Democratic officials and lawmakers came to Minneapolis to go to a federal building hoping to get inside this ICE detention facility. They say that they were able to make it in briefly before they were ultimately denied entry. I want to listen in to some of those comments here on Live Now from Fox.
Human decency that respects human rights, and that is
human decency that respects human rights. While you like y'all are harboring like sex offenders and shit. They always play they always take the moral high ground.
human decency that respects human rights, and that is not about secrecy and abuse. I made a plea to the commanding officers.
Secrecy and abuse, that's all Somalians. Your Somalians are very secretive. I can't wait till the Somalians set up a no-go zone telling white liberals they can't come. That's going to be funny. That's going to be hella funny when the Somalians say, all right, white liberals, the jig is up. This is a no-go zone. You can't come into our neighborhoods anymore. Yo, this is some of the cringiest shit ever, yo. Shout out to Main TV, man. Main TV is in the building. Jesus Christ. Jimmy Veal says, now who will put Band-Aids on her kids' Siggy birds? Jesus Christ. Yeah, I heard about that. I heard she was. I may play a video later on because I heard some shit about them, man. Psychopaths. No talent. There's no musical talent in this goddamn. All these people here and not a lick of musical talent. Where the black people at, man? It looks like it's all white people, man. I need to have some black people. Have some of the goddamn Latino. Well, the Latinos scared, but have some of the black people come out, man. There's no musical talent, and it's 100,000 people down here, not goddamn enough to make a beat, a half decent beat for 2 seconds. He says cold. Black man, give it up. Black man, yo, this is a talentless group here, man. Jesus Christ. Oh shit. Look at this fucking guy. Goddamn. Oh shit.
As we continue to ask for justice for Renee Good, we're going to ask our community members to stay on alert. As a proud son of Mexican immigrants, I ask Minneapolis and Minnesota to rise up, to do everything in their power to defend our immigrant neighbors, to continue to observe the illegal actions by ICE, to blow your whistle when you see immigration enforcement in your neighborhood, to get trained on rapid response so you can educate your neighbors on what is happening on your block, to provide rides to your immigrant neighbors who need to go to work, who need to get groceries, who need to see their children come back home safely, to help your immigrant.
Look at this one right there. She's a goddamn straight out of Central Casting, man.
Neighbors move their cars during snow emergencies, because what we are seeing is many of our immigrant neighbors being picked up simply by moving their cars. To help your neighbors take out the trash, because there are many reports of neighbors being kidnapped while they.
Damn, I can't wait till they set up no-go zones. God, please set up these no-go zones, the Muslims and the Somalians, man. Tell them white liberals, hey, man, this part of the city is off limits, man. White liberals going to be like, oh, okay. Like, I mean, I guess that's just their culture. I mean, like, it's just a cultural thing. You got to respect it. White liberals going to be telling each other, if they see another white liberal go into the no-go zone, they're going to be like, hey, man, respect their culture, you privileged white person. They'll be checking each other and shit. They're gonna be the main ones adhering to the no-go zone. They're gonna be guarding the Somalians no-go zone and shit, yelling at each other and shit. Like, hey, I know city services building is within the Somali no-go zone confines, but hey, you're on stolen land, buddy. Get used to it. How you think people felt when your ancestors were on stolen land? Yeah, I know the laundromat and and daycare center is in the no-go zone. Now that's off limits to us. You know, we pay taxes for it, but hey, those people deserve to live their culture. It's their culture.
They are taking their trash out. To support our immigrant-owned businesses, to drop off groceries to our children, mothers.
Is he about to cry? Is he about to fucking cry?
Fathers.
On Britos don't cry like that, man. Unless they drunk, man.
To support our immigrant-owned businesses, to drop off groceries to our children, mothers, fathers, our community members that are starving, and to let know that ICE is not welcome in this city and in this.
Starving? Who's starving? I don't see nobody starving. I don't see nobody starving, bro. What are you talking about? Starving.
This state. And lastly, we're here to demand justice for Renee Good.
Oh, God. Jesus Christ. She's next. Holy Christ. Holy moly. Holy moly. Fucking A, man. We got liberals eating themselves, man. We got liberals eating themselves, yo. Black liberals eating themselves, man. You knew Don was gonna rear his ugly head up out of here somewhere. You knew he was gonna come. You knew he was gonna make an appearance. You knew Don was gonna make an appearance.
Stephen A. Smith has just been a disappointment. I try not to criticize, especially.
Yo, you literally just gave a white dude a blowjob probably like 5 minutes before you went live. And you're calling somebody a disappointment. Like you literally, like not like joking, but he just literally probably gave a white dude a blowjob. Like literally, like come on, let's get a quickie in before you go live, Don. And he's calling someone a disappointment. And I mean that literally.
Stephen A. Smith has just been a disappointment. I try not to criticize, especially black men or just black people in general. But Stephen A. Smith goes off and he talks.
What kind of statement is that? What kind of statement is that? That's so weird and cringy. I try not to criticize black people. So, like, how do you do the news then? How do you do the news if you don't ever criticize?
Stephen A. Smith has just been a disappointment. I try not to criticize, especially black men or just black people in general. But Stephen A. Smith goes off and he talks about shit that he has no idea about. He has talked shit about me, but no facts. He has no facts. He just gets on these like white boy.
Well, we do know you're gay. And we do know you're stupid. So
me, but no facts. He has no facts. He just gets on these like white boy right-wing podcasts or on his own.
Wow. That's the second racist statement he said. We're 19 seconds in, and he's already made two very racist statements. Oh, shit.
He has no facts. He just gets on these like white boy right-wing podcasts or on his own show and just goes off about black people and things that for which he has no clue.
Black people? Isn't he talking about, aren't you mad about what he said about Renee Good? I guess she's black now because she got killed by a cop or whatever, law enforcement officer. I don't know.
Yeah. And he thinks because he's doing it like this, that people are going to listen to him. What's wrong with you? Talk up. I'm like, what am I watching? It's just shocking to me, this sort of cozying up to white people. And it's got to be for the money.
Cozying up to white people? Did he just say cozying up to white people? He accused Stephen A. of cozying up to white people. He just accused Stephen A. of cozying. Yo, this man is literally, yo, he's like a woman. He's delusional like a woman. He's literally delusional just like a woman is. He accused Stephen A. of cozying up to white people. Yo. Yo, think about the level of delusion you gotta have to accuse somebody of cozying up to white people. Like to just use that term. To use that term and like literally feel no fucking at all. Like none. Like no fucking guilt or anything. Like, he literally accused him of he used those exact words. He it's not like he said, call Stephen A. Uncle Tom, Uncle Ruckus. He accused him of cozying up the white people. And said he'd be getting on these white boy podcasts and talking shit about black people. But you be getting on white boys' meat and taking shit. Yo. Yo, this Black Columbo here, man. Hit the like button, sponsor the show, take the $5 challenge, $10 challenge, $20 challenge, the $100 challenge, put 50 on it. Sponsor the programming. I gotta call you out, Don. I'm sorry, man. Other people won't let you slide, man. Pause. Other people won't let you slide, Don. I'm not gonna let you slide. There'll be no sliding over here, Don. No sliding. Jesus Christ. He's so delusional and hypocritical.
Stephen A. Smith has just been a disappointment. I try not to criticize, especially black men or just black people in general. But Stephen A. Smith goes off and he talks about shit that he has no idea about. He has talked shit about me, but no facts. He has no facts. He just gets on these like white boy, right-wing podcasts or on his own show and just goes off about black people and things that for which he has no clue.
Yeah.
And he thinks because he's doing it like this, that people are going to listen to him. What's wrong with you? I'm like, what am I watching? It's just shocking to me, this sort of cozying up to white people. And it's got to be for the money. If I became a black conservative, I would be rich, like a gazillionaire. Or if I just went on and started like bashing black people just to bash them. And it seems that's become his stock and trade, to make excuses for white people and to cozy up to people like Megyn Kelly. He's one of those black people who white people think black people like, but we don't. And Stephen A. Smith does not
You one of those black people who suck white cock and take it in the ass. Press one. You one of the black people who suck white cock and take white cock in the ass.
And it seems that's become his stock and trade, to make excuses for white people and to cozy up to people like Megyn Kelly. He's one of those black people who white people think black people like, but we don't. And Stephen A. Smith does not represent us. Black people don't want to hear from him, networks. We don't like him.
If you're a black person willing to defend white supremacy or willing to make Republicans feel warm and fuzzy inside, you have a long-term check going your way, but it will expire. My question is, when it expires for him, are people going to let him back in?
My man got a $20 million a year contract with ESPN. And Don Lemon sitting in his living room with white cum on his breath, talking about some white people don't listen to Stephen A. Smith. Trying to tell networks don't listen to Stephen A. Holy shit! Fucking A, man. Fucking A. We talking about a straight up delusional, like a woman. Delusional, just like a fucking woman. He more of a bitch than a bitch. Press one. Don Lemon is more of a bitch than a bitch. God, dog. Get the fuck out of here!
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Back. Yeah.
They just big kids, man, being bad, man. They just being bad, man. They like teenagers that just, hanging out and shit late at night for no reason, breaking curfew just to be bad. Come on, dude. Come on, man. Let's go down by the river and have a bonfire, man. My mom said that I had to be in the house at 9. Come on, man. You only live once, man. Your mom's not even gonna know. Okay, just this time, Phil. Like, these are fucking lame ass, overgrown teenagers.
Hi, that could have been you yesterday in Minneapolis, in case you weren't aware. That could have been you, just minding your business and, getting your life taken away from you. That could have been you. Are you mad yet? Are you mad yet? Can you feel it, Mr. Krabs? Are you mad yet? Hi, that could have been you yesterday.
She's straight out of Central Casting, man. Jeez. All the stereotypes are there for a reason. Salute to Barry B, man. Barry B is in the building, man. Stereotypes are there for a reason, my G. What the fuck?
Well, I'm glad that the Timberwolves, recognized, her life and the tragic nature of her death, and it's shameful, really, that in our country we can have law enforcement officers who commit murder and seemingly get away with it. It's shameful that the government can come out and lie about what happened when there's video and witnesses who have all come out and disputed what the government is saying. So very demoralizing, devastating to lose anyone's life, especially in that matter. So it's terribly sad for her family and for her and for that city. And I'm glad the Timberwolves came out and expressed that sadness. Well, I'm glad that the Timberwolves, recognized, her life and the tragic nature of her death. And it's shameful, really, that in our country, we can have law enforcement officers who commit murder and seemingly get away with it. It's shameful that the government can come out and lie about what happened when there's video and witnesses who have all come out and disputed what the government is saying. So very demoralizing, devastating to lose anyone's life, especially in that matter. So it's terribly sad for her family and for her and for that city. And I'm glad the Timberwolves came out and expressed that sadness. Well, I'm glad that the Timberwolves, recognized, her life and the tragic nature of her death. And it's shameful, really, that in our country, we can have law enforcement officers who commit murder and seemingly get away with it. It's shameful that the government can come out and lie about what happened when there's video and witnesses who have all come out and disputed what the government is saying. So very demoralizing, devastating.
Called her Renee Bad. Renee Bad. Fucking A, man.
I'm not finna go into who was in the right, who was in the wrong with that Minnesota lady that lost their life. I'm not finna argue with y'all tonight. But I do know one thing. Y'all don't care about y'all kids enough like I care about mine. I'm not putting my life on the line for no stranger. I got somebody depending on me. My family's depending on me to come home every day. I'm not putting my life on the line for no strangers, yet alone people that's not even from here. If somebody told me ICE is coming to my city, which has already happened, I'm staying out the way. What do I look like going in the streets trying to protect people that's not even from here? Or whatever the situation is, they could be from here. I'm still not protecting a stranger in general. I got people depending on me. Don't forget that. So in this situation, they say ICE is coming to your city in Minneapolis to figure out what's going on with this Somali fraud. Thank you. Why in the world would I need to hit the streets and stop that? I don't know. I just know it don't seem like y'all care about y'all kids enough. I don't need my child to be fatherless. And I definitely don't need him to understand that he lost his father because his father was out there defending Somalis.
I think we saw that last night. Jesus Christ. Oh wow, he's married to a person of color. Our ICE agent is married to a person of color. Does he get any points for that? Come on, liberals, man. He married to a person of color. She looked like she Southeast Asian or something. Come on, liberals, man. Give him some points, man. Some honorary Woke points, man. He's a everyday regular JD Vance, man. Yeah, man. Come on, man. Oh. These people are nuts, man. These people are bonkers, man. Jeez. Let me drop the link, man. Yeah, damn, man.
Another big story we're following: a man accused of shooting an intruder in his home shares his story with your news leader. Hi, thanks for being with us. I'm Shay Arthur. Marquez Griffin told police he shot a man 3 times after he found him in his East Memphis home. That man later died, and tonight, Griffin faces charges. WRG's Harrison Klopp is live tonight after speaking with Marquez and his family. And Harrison, what are they telling you?
Shay, good evening. As you just mentioned there, they wanted to tell their side of the story. As Marquez tells me, he acted in self-defense.
Yeah, he came about 2:30 in the morning. Came breaking the window off, then yanking on it. I'm thinking it's the upstairs because you can hear everything. So, but some told me to go and wake up. So as I see him on my living room floor, I can't believe it's happening. So I'm like, what are you doing?
Marquez Griffin describing the night an unknown man broke into his home. Marquez says when he confronted him, the man told him, quote, "I didn't know anyone lived here." Marquez then said the man left the home through the front door. He followed the intruder outside, where he told me it appeared the man was reaching to his waist and was unclear if he had a gun. Fearing for his safety, Marquez says he shot him 3 times.
It was either me or him. I never shot anyone, never been in jail, never experienced nothing like this.
WREG has not seen any police documentation if the intruder was carrying a weapon at the time of the incident, but according to police records, Marquez told police on the scene after he called them that he fired 3 shots at the man as he was running away. Marquez wishes the outcome did result differently.
I think about it. I wish he didn't die. I wish he was still here.
Why?
I wouldn't be in this situation.
Oh, okay.
And as Marquez has been suspended from his job at FedEx pending investigation for voluntary manslaughter charges, his mother, Yolanda, hopes her son will be found innocent.
I don't want him to have no record. He never been arrested before, never been to jail, never been in trouble with the law. Like I said, he don't do drugs, he don't do alcohol, he don't hang out in clubs. He's a really good young man.
Damn.
But it's to be done happened to him.
Shay, Marquez is expected back on court Monday for his bail review hearing. From downtown tonight, Harrison Clef, News Leader, WREG, News Channel 3.
Damn, man.
I lost my retirement plan because of him. And how do you let this happen to you? It's an embarrassing thing.
Tonight, a woman claims to be out nearly $2 million, the alleged victim of a man at the center of a multi-theft case across the state of Tennessee. Good evening and welcome to News 2 Now at 10. I'm Bob Mueller.
And I'm Haley Wilgus. News 2's Kelly Milan has been reviewing the records and spoke with a woman who says her life was turned upside down.
A woman in Nashville filed a lawsuit against Daniel Raynell Martin after she put more than $300,000 in personal cash and credit based on what she says were false representations. The judge ultimately ruled Martin to pay more than $1 million. According to multiple women who spoke to News 2, they describe a similar pattern, saying Martin would get close with them and then ask to start a business, later telling them to just trust me, I know what I'm doing, and later warn them what goes around comes around. News 2 spoke with Jessica Reynolds, who says she entered into both a personal and professional relationship with Martin. One, she says, ended with staggering financial consequences.
He had me in like $2 million in debt at the time.
Reynolds says over a span of 5 years, Martin persuaded her to purchase 8 properties, all in her name. He promised repayment and profitable home renovations. She says neither came to pass.
I'm a real estate agent. I know that I'm a smart woman. You question, how do you let this happen to you? It's an embarrassing thing.
Reynolds is not alone. News 2 found court documents show Martin has been indicted by grand juries in at least 3 different Tennessee counties: Franklin, Moore, and Marshall. All separate cases. In Franklin County, a 2024 grand jury indictment alleges Martin unlawfully obtained between $60,000 to $250,000 in U.S. currency from an elderly woman. In Moore County, a separate indictment accuses Martin of theft involving construction-related materials valued between $10,000 and $60,000. And in Marshall County, a grand jury returned multiple felony counts alleging the fraudulent use of a credit card or debit card, transactions totaling between $2,500 and $10,000.
It's a lot of money. I've worked my butt off since I was 15 years old. I've juggled 2 and 3 jobs. I lost my retirement plan because of him.
Reynolds says he is free, still out there, worried another woman is going to have to go through the pain she did.
When does it stop? He's still out preying on women now.
Bob and Haley, we tried reaching out to Daniel Raynell Martin himself, but did not receive a response at this time. Reynolds says she is now working with an attorney and plans to press charges. Back to you.
Thank you, Kelly. Now, Martin is scheduled to appear in Circuit Criminal Court in Marshall County on February 18th.
Good job. Good job.
Let me just say this right now. This just goes to show you that women have no common sense and they cannot fend for themselves, dude.
Right.
Like, this just ties perfectly in with that whole Minnesota thing.
He's a hero, man. Yeah, he's a hero, man. Salute to this guy, man. I used to feel sorry for women like this, but then you realize, like, if you know, left to their own devices, they cause a bunch of trouble. If they can just, they might have donated that money to Biden's campaign or Kamala's campaign. You know,
that just goes to show you that, you know, they need our protection, you know, because they can't learn from their mistakes. So instead of saying like, oh, well, they deserve it, maybe they'll learn next time, they won't learn. We need to take away their power and their agency, you know. I mean, I'm just going to say this right now. As much as we hate, like, as much as I hate the Islamic takeover of the West, the only thing Islam gets right about is how it views women. Press 1.
Yeah, they rough on women. They really rough.
But now you guys see why. That's the only thing Islam gets right about is how it views women. Press 1, guys. You know I'm right.
Yeah. Jeez.
$2 million. Like, how are you going to give that money up to a guy who just says, just trust me? You don't have no business plan. You don't have anything of that nature. It's just mind-boggling.
Yeah, they never cease to amaze you. Never. Let's see what else is going on here, man. Salute to everybody out there, man. Take the challenge, man. We're trying to get 20 people to take the challenge, man.
Burner counts in the back.
Huh?
Burner counts in the back.
Okay, we're trying to get 20 people to take the challenge, man. Take the challenge, man. This new guy?
Yeah, what's up? How you doing?
What's up, new guy?
Yeah, how are you, man?
I haven't been paying too close attention to this stuff, but all I got is just like Minnesota is a fucking shithole, like a fucking dump, just a mess.
It's very close to very close to Canada though. Has a lot of Canada vibes.
Yeah.
I imagine if anywhere in the U.S. was like Canada, it would be Minneapolis.
Yeah, see, here's the thing, right? So much of the population is located in Toronto, which actually gets pretty warm, especially during the summer. Really humid. So, Minnesota would be like our flyover states, or I guess provinces you'd call them. But the main city center of Toronto is it's a lot more like New York City, to be honest.
Okay. Yeah, it's just these people suck, and I imagine that's what people in fucking Canada are like. 'Cause every time I hear reports out of that joint, man, it's just like, fuck, these people are awful.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically if you're not living in Vancouver or Toronto or like in a suburb of there or like a suburb of Montreal, then yeah, it can be like a fucking cold place. Like there's a reason why I think like 90% of Canada is like within an hour or two of the American border. So
wow.
They live that way. We live that way for a reason, right?
So all that space up there, what is that, Eskimos or something?
No, Eskimos are like Eskimos like basically don't even exist. They never really did. Like for the same people like don't live in northern Russia. Like you really can't, to be honest, right? It's really just empty land.
Wow.
Like we have we have Eskimos that came from Siberia that are still located in like the Northwest Territories. So they're like Canadian, sure, but like they're like basically living in another planet.
Wow.
Yeah, but what do you mean? Like they have a group they're called the Inuit. That's their real name.
Yeah.
But like what you're trying to say, like they don't exist anymore. Like they assimilated in the Canadian society, or they just were never as big as people thought they were.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like these nomadic groups that live in like basically like the Arctic never were a large group of people. I'm not like the biggest history guy, but like I don't know how much those people like really interacted with like the English settlers, right? It was like the Indians that are like more, along that border that I talked about, that geographic area. Those are the groups of people that interacted with the settlers way more, right? Because that was the place where settlers wanted to live and build, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh man, yeah. I think all the population of the world, London had 40,000 people in like 1700. You know what I mean? Like, it's not these populations all over the world weren't big. You know what I mean?
See, there's kind of like a unique thing. Like most people have drunk the Kool-Aid and they basically think like English people came to North America with like AK-47s and just like mowed down Indians that were like living all over the place in great concentration. But the reality is
they were few and far between. Yeah,
there were few and far between. Disease took out a lot of them. And then what is kind of unique to the North American population is that like the English and the gliders, our societies were the first ones to start industrializing, and then our birth rates started to decline the soonest, right? Because of women empowerment and machines and all that bullshit, right? So kind of like the North American Indian population were kind of unique in that they were having as many kids as they could support, just like any other third world population. But when the English came, since we kind of absorbed them into our society, then their rates of birth started dropping too. So they didn't get this massive explosion that like, Bangladesh has been having, or China or India or the Philippines. So they never really got that that huge point in their country's history where they're having kids like crazy, and then the white man's technology made it so that they started having a lot less because they could survive, right?
I
Whereas
mean,
like
the whole.
you
No, I'm sorry.
get
Go
what I'm
ahead.
saying? I kind of said a lot of words, but I think you get what I'm saying, right?
No,
I
I
think
understand what you're saying,
good.
new guy. Like the whole, sorry, yeah, the whole Native American genocide thing was a myth. Like it was based off of, they said, oh, 60 million indigenous people were living here, but like when the settlers came by, they saw the land was very rarely habited. It was like only a couple million at most. Many of those populations, they either mixed race or they, prostituted themselves or, and
Yeah.
what happened was, they moved into cities and all that, and a lot of them they did die from disease. But like, just like the Mongolians came into Europe and then they brought the Black Plague, it was the same thing, but that's not considered a genocide. So why is what the gliders did to North America a genocide, even though it was unintentional? They just
Yeah,
didn't have
Well,
that's just
medicine. Yeah, what were you saying?
they just don't
whenever
want the whites to like mog, basically. They just don't like it. If whites are like mogging non-whites, they get upset, basically. So
whenever gliders do something, it's looked at as like y'all know, like y'all are superior beings to us, right? So we expect more out of you. I mean, literally, like we,
something along those lines. Yeah.
we expect more out of you. More empathy, more humanity out of you
But
guys than we do everybody else.
but really the main reason as to why the population is not so great is because one, disease, but two, like for example, 60, 70 years ago in sub-Saharan Africa, all those countries had actually very small populations, right? Because they would have a lot of children, but they would all die because there was no Western medicine, right? Whereas
Right.
when the gliders came to North America, we gave the Indians Western medicine, but we also gave them industrialization. So they just started having less children, just like the whites were having. So they never had this like 50, 60, 70 years of where they're just like shitting out children one after the other, which happened in, sub-Saharan Africa, China, India. So
I just want to say that
that's why.
I don't think I don't think it was industrialization because a lot of them they lived in reservations and all that other stuff. And they didn't move into urban areas. But
Yeah, but still though, like they were living in like the glider society. They were never like living like sub-Saharan Africans were, where they're just like shitting out children. Um, so yeah,
The greatest, the people that benefited the most from Western medicine and everything seems to be like the Indians and the Chinese.
exactly. Yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I mean?
they had, well, the population center of the planet. They were always the biggest population centers, right? But then when that medicine came in, that gave them like a good 70-year period to like 4 times their population. Every country kind of got that for the most part. The Philippines, Indonesia, sub-Saharan Africa. So, but groups that were colonized by the gliders, like the Abos in Australia or North America, they didn't get that full boost because they had been living more or less like in a glider society, kind of, and that's how it worked, kind of.
Well, yeah, history's a motherfucker. But let's see.
yeah, I always said this. Like I said this before. Like they complain about the glider genocides and glider colonization, but like as many people died from all that stuff. Like our inventions led to population growth. So like, the benefits that we brought them outweighed the negatives, but nobody wants to talk about that.
Yeah, it definitely did, man. I mean, like just think about it, right? If you can have a baby, right, and then let's just think about, right, learning, right, just learning, right, how to write and shit and read, and how that opens you up to so much more shit, right? Most of those civilizations or whatever, those peoples didn't have a written language, so you only knew how much like the elders knew. You know what I mean? once the elders died, everything died with them. You know what I mean? So it's like there was a limit. You couldn't, you know what I mean? You can't like, you only know as much as you remember, as much as certain people remember and elders remember and shit like that. So once you gave them a written language, even though it was your written language, they were able to, you know, chronicle things and remember things and, you know, even come up with ways to, you know, survive on their own. Like, okay, like, hey, the harvest was bad in this year because of XYZ. So let's write that down, and now we can just know that okay, if next time the harvest comes around, we can remember okay, this happened. Maybe it was like some bugs or something that came around this year, and so it's like the white man has given them, yes, penicillin and things like that, but just giving them knowledge and learning ability. Because these people never read a single word in their life. They never wrote a single digit in their lives for centuries, for eons. So it's just like expanding their minds and, you know, making the neurons fire that had never fired. You know what I mean? That's the biggest gift that the white man has done to the rest of the world. If you ask
I
me,
mean, yeah, because I've made this anecdote before where well I've actually read this from a guy his name is Gedalia Braun. I think he wrote a book. I forget the name of it. I'll post it in the comments of the YouTube video when we have a chance. But he was touring in Kenya, right? And he came across some Kikuyu women. That's an ethnic group in Kenya, and he was reading a dictionary, and they were surprised. They were like, "You don't know all the words in the English language?"
yeah,
And he was like, no, like there's hundreds of thousands of words in the English language. But like with that written language, it allows you to, okay, the average person uses like 2,000 words a day, right? If you don't write things down, you're only able to have 2,000 words in your memory at any given time.
yeah.
That, like, you know, with written language, you're able to have things you can go back to and have other concepts you can revisit. You know, it expands the mind and it definitely helps, you know, put that knowledge, make it more concrete.
I think I have that video. I'm trying to see I think I have that video that you're talking about.
It's not a video, but yeah, like you know,
It is a
I,
video. It is a
I remember.
video.
I remember in middle school, I had an elective class, and it was like 100 most influential people in 1,000 years, and the most influential person was Johann Gutenberg, precisely because he invented the printing press, which helped, you know, knowledge expand. You know, everything that we have right now is because written language was able to be more widespread, and literacy was
I
able to
bet
be
you've
more.
never seen this. This is how hair extensions are.
It's definitely it definitely makes you expand your minds, makes your neurons fire, man. Makes you it gives you it makes push you on the things that you could never have thought of. It's like a domino effect, learning how to read and write and because think about how we take for granted. Like we just look at stuff and we read it. Think what if you couldn't read, man? Like you can't read. That stuff is just garbled letters and shit. And you know, I mean, it's such we're so smart just for being able to read. You know what I mean? Just that alone makes us smarter than all the people that lived in the old days. Just that one feat, being able to read and write. And I didn't know that Africans counted different than us. They counted the digits. They didn't count the digits. They counted the spaces. You know how like you got those lines on your finger? So they would count like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Like it would be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So they could count to 15 on one hand. But it's like still like they didn't have a written language. And I gotta find that video, man. That's a very interesting video that you a guy it was a guy, I think he was South African or something. He was talking about all that stuff. Damn, I saw that video the other day. I thought I saved it. It came up with my algorithm.
Oh yeah, I think I know the one you're talking about. The
Yeah.
Australian realist. That's the channel name.
Yeah. He's. Let me see.
The old Juice Crew guy talking about sons, right?
Yeah. We had a lot of. I have all those videos I've done videos on those before, but I can't remember what I did with it. Shit.
Yeah, it's like the African mind or something like that.
Yeah. It just shows you like how we're different. Like we're tackling a lot of issues wrong because of wokeness instead of just being honest. And you could probably fix the issues better if you just were honest. You know what I mean?
Jimmy Fields is in the back.
Okay. If you're enjoying the program, if you're enjoying the show, man, hit the like button, hit the PayPal, hit the Cash App. If you're enjoying the program, man, sponsor the program. I'm gonna play this video anyway. I'm gonna look for that other video, but I'm gonna play this other video.
How does this ever change to this? Where does this kind of hatred begin?
Robert Culp.
Hate is learned in the most unexpected ways.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a nigger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
So little Black Sambo didn't know what to do. He just couldn't think fast enough.
Will you look at that coon just creeping along? Them spooks are as slow as molasses.
These are some of the more subtle ways that can make
Subtle.
turn to this. Of course, most white people don't really learn to hate that much. But because of the subtle things that start in childhood, a lot of white people are more prejudiced about Negroes than they think they are. For example, how many black people are there in your circle of friends? Are you comfortable with black people?
Kind of crowded today, isn't it?
Sure is. It's just that, they don't usually have so many people in here, you know?
Yeah, like they're usually out in the, courtyard.
It's windy today, so I guess everybody's inside.
Are you afraid of black people? Do you think they are capable of great violence?
Do you think they're capable of great violence?
Well, yeah, obviously.
But why would white people be worried about that if, like, they could just walk up to black people, call them boy, and lynch them and just kick their ass and just how they want? Why would they be worried about black people's violence?
It's just one of those stereotypes that came out of nowhere.
If black people have no power whatsoever, no agency, nothing. Like they run in from white people and they're scared of white people. Why white people worry about black people's violence? You know what I mean? Like if you think about it, like the stories were told, white people wouldn't care if black people were violent. They couldn't do shit about it. They couldn't do that.
People in here, you know?
Yeah, like they're usually out in the, courtyard.
It's windy today, so I guess everybody's inside.
Are you afraid of black people? Do you think they are capable of great violence? Does an interracial couple dancing make you get uptight? Do you compete harder because you don't want to be beaten by a black team? Or do you play easier and feel sorry for them because you think they're inferior to you?
In basketball? What the fuck?
Yeah, this is retarded. This
Or
is
do you
fucking
play
retarded.
easier and feel sorry for them because you think they're inferior to you?
That's like a no-win type of
Do you
situation.
have as close a friendship with a Negro as you have with your white friend?
How is everyone?
Do you feel that there is something different about black people? Much more than just the color of their skin?
No, you can have it.
You mean like their IQ?
Oh, no, good personality, you say? Yeah, he was really fantastic. Oh, I didn't know. Really? Yeah.
Do you think of Negroes as a group? Or do you like or dislike them as individuals, as you would a white kid? What would be your reaction to this blood transfusion? For yourself. Would you go to a black dentist? A black doctor?
Where is the name? The black dentist?
That's our checklist of hidden prejudices. How'd you make out?
This guy was on Columbo so many times. Robert Culp.
Mission Impossible.
Oh, I
Wasn't that
know
Mission
Columbo. He's very good on Columbo. Played several different, like probably like 4 different episodes.
It's our checklist of hidden prejudices. How'd you make out?
Look at his tie.
Oh, and by the way, have you ever said,
Them spades, they all have rhythm.
They sure do.
They're great fighters, but they can't take a punch in the belly.
You know, some of my best friends are Negroes.
oh, really? It's interesting to note that those last 3 comments are still being made by people who feel no animosity toward Negroes. They would be shocked to discover that they're feeling that there's something different about black people beyond the color of their skin would be considered as prejudice by one of their best friends who happens to be black. Not all prejudices masquerade as kindness or tolerance. There are many prejudices that come out of a personal hang-up, a dislike or contempt for black people that can no longer be swept under the rug of indifference.
I sure don't want any of them for neighbors. They're dirty and they're scary. Besides, my mother and father say the value of our house will go down. They'll ruin the neighborhood.
If I went to a school
She's not lying.
I'd leave, buddy. I'd leave.
Yes, sir.
Gee, Dad.
Now, just a minute. Look,
But, Dad...
Look, son, I'm telling you, they have no ambition. Other minority groups have broken through.
Look at him trying to get darker.
If they had any...
Hypocrite.
Wow.
Look,
But, Dad...
Look, son, I'm telling you, they have no ambition. Other minority groups have broken through. This is America. If they had anything on a ball, they could make it. If they don't, it's their own fault. No one ever gave me anything. I made it because I deprived myself of everything until I was successful.
Honey, I just don't see how you can feel like that.
All right, I admit it. They were great, but I still don't like them. I still say colored people's skin is different. It's dirty and it smells.
Oh, Stacy.
If God wanted them white, he would have made them white. I don't see why they have to make such a big fuss about everything. They don't like it here. Why don't they go back to Africa where they came from?
Based.
You don't understand. Don't tell me.
Logical
they're not.
question.
All they want to do is to get onto welfare and make money for doing nothing.
I'll tell you why they're rioting. Because they're too lazy to work and pay for the things that I have to work and pay for.
That looked like an burrito.
I can't tell you what to hunt with your own gun. I just sell them. But I can tell you, I got 3 of them stashed in my house. And I can't wait for them coons to try and ride around here. Right?
Right. You think they were kidding when they said burn, baby, burn?
No, baby, they weren't kidding when they said burn, baby, burn. And that's at least one good reason we all better get straight on where it's really at while we still have time.
Don't tell me they're not lazy.
Before they burn everything.
Sure, they're lazy Negroes, just like they're lazy white people.
Look at his gloves.
Or brown skin, or even polka dot people. But it's not too hard to see why someone working on a job
You sure that's not a white guy in
doesn't
blackface?
feel that he's going to get the same
Got the glove,
advancement as a white guy doing the same job wouldn't try and work too hard. It's just that he's been discouraged in advance.
They have no ambition.
Ambition? Let me tell you about ambition. Every graduation and assembly speaker says you have to start your way at the bottom of the ladder and work your way up. But they're mighty quiet about a black man in the same ladder. The black man knows that when he starts out at the bottom of the ladder, 99 out of 100 times, it's going to be the best he can do. His white boss, who is certainly never a relative, is going to promote the white guy anyway. How many times have you seen a black person in charge of whites? Not very often. Well, we black men know that merit doesn't necessarily count for us, even though we're ambitious enough to knock ourselves out working at night, going to high school and college.
If I went to a school where I wasn't wanted, I'd leave, buddy. I'd leave.
If I had no pride, I'd do whatever was expected of me. The reason why I want to go where I want is because it's my right. I don't want to go where I'm not wanted socially, which means you're home if I'm not invited. But I do want to go to a school where white kids go to because they're much better equipped and they have teachers who went to better schools than most black teachers were able to get into. There's only one income tax form for the black and white people. So I see no honest and fair reason why I can't be allowed to get an equal education like the white kids get. There's already been one revolution because of taxation without representation, and I don't see any difference now. The Constitution guarantees me an equal education, and I want one so I can get an equal living when I graduate.
Colored people's skin is different. It's dirty and it smells.
As a physician who has worked as a skin specialist for more than 30 years, I have had ample time to compare the skin of white and Negro patients. Apart from the greater abundance of the pigment called melanin in the skin of Negroes, there is no basic cellular difference and no scientific reason why white skin should smell any differently than dark.
I thought it was whites who didn't know
As
how
far
to
as
wash.
skin odors go, it's my personal opinion that it's all a matter of hygiene. 5 minutes, 5 days after a bath, we all smell the same. And also, the skin of all so-called white people has this same pigment factor in it. The only time anyone's skin is truly white is when pigment is not formed at all, as in the albino. Incidentally, albinos may be born to Negro parents.
If they don't like it here, why don't they go back to Africa where they came from?
If we were born here, we belong here, right? We belong here just as much as the Caucasians. Now, if everybody went back to where they came from, all that would be left would be the Indians. And the white Americans didn't give them a fair shake either. So somebody tell me, where are they going to send all them Indians?
They'll ruin the neighborhood. Ever been in the home of a black American family? Come on in. Living room or parlor.
Looks nice. They got it good.
Apparently.
A nice piano.
Kitchen. And dining area. My parents' bedroom. Mine's kind of messy. Bathroom, of course. Backyard.
But those blacks are totally different from.
It's really about the same as any other.
There's a lot of blacks like this back then, man.
Yeah, I know. It's like
they're the good ones.
We lost our ways, man. This is pretty bad. That just reminds me of my house. Just like we used to have the leather couch with the plastic. So
I remember that, the plastic one.
Yeah, my mom didn't play that shit, and I couldn't even sit there. No one could sit there. So
tune in next week for the Jews.
I don't know if it was so much losing your way as it was regressing to the mean, basically.
Well, I'm just glad my mom was super old school. She didn't factor to that. So
1963,
like whites also kind of regressed to the mean too. Whites were also old school at one point, right?
Yeah. You guys,
like everyone was just of a higher moral character back then.
Yeah, you guys stop having babies, and Jesus.
Well, why would we want to have more white babies?
Together for
Yuck.
companionship, for kicks, and to be somebody where they seem to be nobody. They also band together for safety, for here blind pride and frustration can and do lead to violence. The story of a unique program of the Chicago YMCA to deal with this problem, and of this boy who got in trouble with a gun, of this boy who got shot in the leg, and of this man, one boy to make the biggest decision of his life. This man's one aim, to keep it cool. This is our story as the Prudential Insurance Company of America presents the 20th century.
Oh, Prudential.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. With the headquarters in Newark, New Jersey.
Oh, wow. Look at that skyline, 1963.
Throbbing dynamic city, society. Chicago, another part of the city.
All gliders, baby.
Society. A contrast not unique to Chicago. It is a national problem of poor housing, few job opportunities, school dropout. Two worlds in one, and George Dryden works in both. Little All-America halfback at Wheaton College, Illinois, Bachelor of Arts, Dryden is a supervisor of YMCA detached workers. He works in the violence from destroying lives. That's what he means by keeping it cool. The detached worker program of the Chicago YMCA works with youths of all out on street corners in various sections of the city. These youths grow up under the same conditions. Poverty walls them out of the society most Americans know. Seeking to be someone, anyone, some get into. The people in the neighborhood know that workers like Hank Bach, an Indiana University athlete, are trying to lead these youths toward goals they all desire, and which few know how to reach.
Across the way there. Which guys were there now? 1 o'clock. Punks. 10, 11 years old. Lippy is all now. All right. I mean, when I say lippy, this is not only for males, this is also for females.
Well, we'll talk to him. I'll see him tomorrow. In fact,
Okay,
that's the same guys. We'll do. Yeah. Okay, thank you, Larry.
The detached worker hangs with the group, almost one of them. He slowly develops a program of activities, outings, sports events. He also develops a staff, field assistants, consultants chosen from group leaders. They are paid $10 to $30 a month through a Ford Foundation grant, but the pay is secondary to their pleasure in having legitimate responsibility, the of helping your own group. This is an all ending a tournament run by workers.
Why does it keep skipping like that, man? But yeah, this goes to show you, man. They had violence interrupters back then, man. It's like, come on now. Like,
they were also getting programs back then too, and then apparently it's the same thing as it's like everything we see it's the same as today. They make the same arguments, it's the same damn situation, it's the same thing over and over, and it's no different result. It's the definition of
blank slate. It's the blank slate.
But to be fair, there were a little more they had racial tensions, but to be fair, but it still shouldn't bother you. You gotta, like you said, if you don't want to be somewhere, don't be there.
Also, actually, too, even I can be fair here too. This was in the 50s, right? So you could
60s.
Okay, 50s, 60s. So you could at least, if you were one of these leftists, you could at least make the argument in the 60s that, hey, black people have been oppressed. We need to open society to them, and then things will change. But if you make that argument now in 2026, that's fucking ridiculous, man. You just can't.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Yeah,
But back then, like
it wasn't fair. Back then, it wasn't. Like,
right.
let's be honest.
You could see why this argument could be appealing even to a conservative glider, because you could be like, hey man, let's let's give these people civil rights and then we're all the same. They didn't have the time, the 70 years afterwards to observe that, nah, we're not the same. Civil rights are not, we're just not the same.
Well, the thing here is, like, they did have experiences like this, like, the Southern whites and also the white South Africans. They knew the true nature of the Sun Man, but it's like I said, like, many of those people who were making those decisions, those higher class whites, they didn't have those interactions with the lower class Sun, which is the majority of the Suns. So, like, the only Suns they dealt with were the top 10%. So they said, oh, all Suns are like that. And then, like, they didn't have like as much technology or access to information as we do today, so they couldn't really see things. They couldn't see the whole picture as well as they could today. That's why, like,
I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, we're kind of being a bit harsh and just being going like, oh, the Juice Crew programmed them even in the 60s was over. It's like, no, I think there was just genuinely well-meaning gliders that just kind of got the wool pulled over their eyes throughout, the 70s, 80s, 90s. And now we are here today where, like, these white Karens are getting shot by fucking ICE. So that's just what it is.
The Juice Crew was big in that, in controlling the education system through the Frankfurt School, and they promoted liberalism. They also were big proponents of the civil rights era. A lot of the Juice lawyers helped push a lot of the civil rights legislation through, and they actually founded the NAACP. In fact, there was no head of the Sun. No Sun person was head of the NAACP for decades, even. So,
yeah, they don't have the ability to do that. They don't have the organization or the money, or they can't do that.
So exactly. So, like, somebody had to have been pushing this along.
Yeah, and yet they can set up a school, and then they can set up a daycare center.
But point being, you could see why your average glider might be sympathetic in that time period, and they weren't just like getting fucking like puppeteered by the Juice Crew. Like, you're giving the Juice Crew too much power here. Like, you could see why that this could just kind of happen naturally given the history of the country and blah blah blah.
Yeah, let's move along.
Consultants and
Salute to Deluxe 247, aka Cal Ripken, aka the real MVP, coming through once again. Salute to Eric S. Op Nation Hall of Famer coming through once again. Make sure you guys sponsor the show, support the channel. You're not getting this nowhere else, man. Support the channel.
But New Guy, I kind of have to disagree with you because, like, when a lot of Suns were moving during the Great Migration periods in the early 1900s to the mid 1900s, eventually they did have restricted covenants against home ownership in glider neighborhoods. They were kind of segregated and ghettoized, and so they kind of knew there were race riots. They kind of knew the Sun nature.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. I'm just trying to say, like, look, we can't doom pill. We can't be like, oh, the coins had the ridges even in the 50s. Because if the coins had the ridges even in the 50s, then it's already over. So we may as well just like jump off a bridge then, right? If like the Juice Crew owns everything, controls everything. It's just like this like white doomer mentality. I see it on Twitter a lot. Just kind of gets tiring.
It's not doomer necessarily. It's just acknowledging that's what the real problem is, and that's the source of the problem. We have to acknowledge the source to handle the problem.
Yeah, but if you do that too much, then it becomes a doomer thing. Like that's what will happen, right? So then, like, let's say you get like these fucking retarded white people like supporting Muslims in Palestine and Hamas or whatever, thinking they're like wonderful people or great things because they have like they just have such a distaste for the Juice Crew. I mean, I understand why you would, of course, it makes sense, but just what I mean, right? I think you understand what I'm saying.
I guess so, but those people who support the Palestinians, they'll support anybody that's not glider. That's the thing. But any real glider knows that you can't support them either, because the Palestinians, they're Muslims who hate Christians and who call us kafirs, and they're just as
But
much of a threat to us as the sun and the Jews. You know, I
okay,
mean,
but
they're just they
would you
actually.
agree? Would you agree there is like a certain, maybe this is just on Twitter and it doesn't really exist in real life, but it seems like there's just like a certain group of like doomer glider that thinks the juice crew runs everything, and therefore, they'll go out and say, the day before election night, don't vote for Donald Trump. Like, even though Donald Trump is kind of fucking retarded, we get that, and he's not pressing like the white ethno-state button. Okay, we get that, and we're upset, but it's like being like a doomer and like it doesn't help for like gliders to be this way. It's like, no, you do need to vote for Donald Trump because we do live in a two-party system. So you are going to vote for the candidate that is the best on the white interests, which was Donald Trump in this context, right? So that's just like an example I'm talking about of like gliders just dooming, and it's just like counterproductive.
Yeah, don't be a doomer, man. Don't be a doomer. There's one less liberal in Minnesota this week. Come on.
Yeah,
exactly.
I mean, I get what you're saying. Like, it's not necessarily being a doomer. It's just there are solutions, but it's just like even with Donald Trump, whatever good thing he does, there's something else bad or there's always a catch to it, And to be honest, in my personal opinion, I don't think there's a peaceful political solution towards the situation. But that's just me.
Well, here's
there's a solution, but
it seems you're
it's
kind
not
of
what we're all hoping for.
I've heard this before, where it almost seems that like the doomer glider is trying to make an appeal for accelerationism. And I get that it's like a fun Marvel movie fantasy to have in your head, but like, where has accelerationism? Where has it worked? Where have the people, rised up after they'd had too much of it? Like, has this happened in South Africa? No. Has it happened in Europe right now? No. It's just to kind of be like demotivated and like waiting for the supposed like pendulum to swing back and like the gliders. It's just kind of silly, I think. Like, it would be awesome if we could just say, look, the coins have the ridges and we need to like get rid of these people and they control everything. Like, if it worked that way, that would be cool, but it's obviously not going to, right?
Well, let me play some movies.
Fight and rumble for their status in the streets. In Chicago, the Wild also run their own newspaper, filling it with items from the neighborhoods. The program runs school tutoring projects staffed by undergraduate volunteers from Chicago's colleges, and a placement service for boys who convince they're ready to move from aimless hanging out to a regular job. This smoothly run softball tournament is just a sample of a dramatic rediscovery the detached workers have made. Youth in poverty and do function legitimately when the positive challenge is offered.
Come here, brother. Yeah, I'm right. Okay, little cool breeze. You got no chest on you. You all right? Look here. Hey, Justin.
The detached worker speaks their own.
Where are the fatties?
In their own street. George Dryden
Everybody's in
must
shape.
shed his 4 years of college, slip into the street talk, reach the group from the inside, not from the outside in. Listening, looking for signs of conflict. Stopping trouble is the program's first main goal.
Not a lot of litter on that street either that I can see.
Hey, Robert, what's to it? Played a good ball game
Tom
yesterday.
Letcher, another college graduate athlete, is a new detached worker, learning from George.
Well, I tell you what we're gonna do. I'm gonna break on back over to the wire. I'm gonna see you guys later on. And you cats keep things uptight. Don't stop. Butch, you keep things quiet too. Give me a cigarette, brother, before you get knocked down. Hey, young dude got a little high. Really rap though when you get a tape. Huh? Really rap when you get a tape. No. Yeah. He's all right. He's all right. Everything's gonna be all right. Well, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna break on down this way. I'll see you guys later, okay? No. You guys be cool now, huh?
Is not all right, not so cool. In the night, in front of this Y, after a fight, a boy named Richard was shot in the leg. A boy named Ronald fired the gun. And this boy, Richard, who demands satisfaction.
This is Wicked's neighborhood, man. South side of Chicago. You on the south side, man?
But if I see him walking the street and I got a gun, I'm going to shoot him.
Wicked hasn't said a word all night. I'm shocked.
It is 2 days later. A 20th century camera is following George Dryden when this happened.
Hope Ice didn't snatch him.
Hey, there's old Richard. Richard Johnson. See him limping down there? Yeah, Ronald's coming. The best thing, are those guys talking yet? They're not talking to each other at all? What's that? Richard Johnson won and Ronald shot. Damn. We get from it. Hey, come here. Come here. Hey, Ronald, come here. Come here. I know you were looking at something. Come here.
He's a violence interrupter.
Yeah, I see him too. Come on.
This is Ronald, who fired the gun.
You know what we ought to do?
Hey, he trying to get in on the picture.
Let's walk on down this way. Come here.
Come on, in there with us.
Come here, Ronald. Come here. Wait a minute. Oh, what? I don't do nothing. Oh. This thing probably what we should do. You got something on the other one. Huh? Who? Hey, wait a minute. Yeah, don't worry about it. Let me handle this. Here? Now, wait a minute. Here? He ain't gonna do nothing, right? Now, hey, Mac, you don't do a thing. You don't do nothing either, here? You don't do a thing. Samson, you don't. Let me handle this situation.
He's going to de-escalate this beef.
Ain't nothing gonna go down.
Back then, all it took was a pair of sunglasses. People listened to you.
So we'll handle the situation, brother. No, I know, we know what's going on. We'll handle everything, Richard. We'll handle everything.
This is Richard.
Pretty sure that guy on the left is Howlin' Wolf.
I know it. We'll handle it, Richard. I'm the one that called man in the first place. So there's no need starting anything here. Okay. Nothing's wrong, brother. It's gonna be all right. I'm gonna shoot you. No, man. How you living? I'm gonna shoot you. Hey, I should know it. That's all right. I'm gonna let her shoot you now. See, the first place, there's no need. You know that. Yeah, but there's no need to talk that talk. Because let me tell you, one thing is, you guys are all young.
I can go home and get mad.
No. Wait a minute. Round? No, wait a minute. This all is good.
I mean, I don't even know, boy, man.
Yeah,
Walk up and shoot me.
All right, but still, the thing was that there's more to just a shooting than that took place. See, first of all, there's this stuff around boys section, right? First of all, let me. I'll straighten this stuff out with you later, okay?
I want to know why a man shot me, though, man.
You know, you had a conversation with all these kids around here. Girl? Now you know that. Take him over there. I'll straighten out with him later.
Nothing wrong.
Richard, I'll be straight with you, brother. I'll be straight with you. Come on. Come on.
High burner counts in the back.
I'm gonna get you before you get mad, though. I always get mad first. You don't tell me don't shoot me, just get a bullet from me, though.
Think.
But Reggie,
Wow, a bunch of listen, even the street kids, I will say this, even those street kids back then, they just seem that they're nothing like the street kids now. They just
didn't hear a lot of Ebonics.
Yeah, no, this man.
They're not as ratchet as they are today.
Nah. Let's move along, man. Let's move along, man. Let's see what's happening today, man. Salute to everybody out there, man. Let's see. Watch where you watching from. Oh yeah. This one right here.
The Wyland Park community coming to terms tonight with the news of an arrest in the murders of a local dentist and his wife. Thank you for joining us at NBC4 at 11. I'm Delaney Ruth. Today, police have confirmed an arrest in the murders of Spencer and Monique Tepe. It's a case that garnered national attention. Police say this man, 39-year-old Michael McKee from Chicago, is responsible. He is Monique's ex-husband. McKee is in the Winnebago County Jail in Illinois after police tracked him down. He's accused of killing Spencer and Monique Tepe in their home on North 4th Street in Columbus's Wineland Park neighborhood in the early morning hours of December 30th. The couple was found hours later after Spencer did not show up for work at his dental office in Athens. Police found the two dead from gunshot wounds. 2 children under the age of 6 were found unharmed in the home. NBC4's Lexi Lepoff has the details around Michael McKee's arrest and reaction from the neighborhood the Tepes lived in.
This is the Wineland Park neighborhood where Spencer and Monique Tepe were found shot to death in their home. Now police have arrested Monique's ex-husband. Neighbors here say they're relieved.
I'm sure most of us are going to sleep better tonight.
A neighborhood on edge, now finally getting answers in the murders of Spencer and Monique Tepe. 39-year-old Michael McKee now charged and arrested for the crimes. Court records show he and Monique divorced amicably in 2017 after less than 2 years of marriage. They did not share any children.
It's just really heartbreaking. So I'm glad that we're getting justice for them.
Tough
and
divorce.
I hope we get more justice for them.
An affidavit says Columbus police were able to identify McKee from neighborhood surveillance video. Just last week, police released this clip, asking neighbors to send any video they have. President of the Wineland Park Civic Association, Tanya Long, says everyone she knows in the neighborhood tried to help.
And people were wondering how this could happen to such a wonderful family that the neighbors had nothing but glowing things to say about.
Police then tracked a vehicle they say arrived at the Tepes' home on North 4th Street just before the couple was killed, and then left shortly after. That vehicle was linked to McKee. Police found it in Rockford, Illinois, Saturday morning, where he was then booked and charged with 2 counts of murder.
I hope that justice is served to the full extent of the law, to be honest, because there were babies left behind.
Amid the heartbreak, Long says the neighborhood is trying to find some peace. She says the association is doing everything they can to support the Tepes' 2 young children.
We want to start to focus on healing now. We want to be the kind of community that makes sure that everybody is okay.
The arrest comes during an emotional weekend. A funeral and a celebration of life for Spencer and Monique Tepe is Sunday. Local for you, I'm Lexi Lepoff, NBC4.
Okay, so
the family of Spencer and Monique Tepe are shipped.
It's the coaching for the panel and for everyone in the chat. So you're the ex-husband, and you're going to go kill these 2. Who do you kill first? Do you kill the guy that's laying pipe in your ex, or do you kill her first?
Jesus,
right?
Yeah,
absolutely. It's because you don't want to make the right choice or the wrong choice. You want that moment to be everything you hoped it would be, right? Like you shoot him first, and he's like, damn it! Now she gets to shit. I wanted him to see me kill her first. You know, there's a lot you have to consider.
Not to be sick, I would kill the bitch first.
Not to be sick at all. There's no wrong answer. It's just a personal thing. Who do you kill first, her or him?
Him. I mean her.
Yo, what's up?
Do you mind if it's press 1 for kill her first, press 2 for kill him first? Let's just a quickie.
Yo, real quick, for what it's worth, bear fucking down, baby. Who's next? Tell me who the fuck is next.
Yeah.
Bring them out.
You lucky my ticket cash for the asses.
Hard to yell with the barrel in your mouth. But yeah, I don't have a dog in this fight. Y'all go ahead. Hey, y'all play off fun. But yeah, like I was saying, this is. I knew it was a glider. That walk did not look like a Sunman bot.
And it was personal too at that, because like nothing, there was nothing stolen. The house wasn't disheveled. It looked like, he just came in to do the deed and leave.
Took care of the kids. He didn't touch the kids. He's like, these kids are good, man.
He knew exactly what he needed to do and how to do it efficiently. No mistakes. You know,
Wow.
at the chat, someone in the chat, Rabbit Holes Reviews brings up that he is the greater threat, so you might want to take him out first.
The man? Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Only part though, why would he not go to work? Just keep it normal.
Maybe he couldn't get back. Was he?
He's smart. He's a glider. He knows he's going to go down for it. So what is he going to do? Is he going to go and try to hide or go back to work? No, he's just going to wait for him. He did what he wanted.
So you saying he wanted to get caught? You're like, fuck it, I did it.
No, it's kind of, like when you see a Sun person getting arrested, they try to drag everything out, and it's, I'm making this phone call, and I don't have to get out of the car, and I know my rights. It's all this, but everybody there has to know how this ends, and it's whether or not it's going to be violent or somewhat peaceful.
So he knew. He knows
it's going to go down. He's the prime suspect. Gee, these two are found murdered. What do you think? There's any DNA left in there? Who's the first suspect? The ex-husband. Would know this.
He couldn't go to burner accounts country, just drive up there,
I think all he wanted left in his life was to take these two out. He's done. He's lived his greatest moment, and he's ready to just go to jail or it's a glider mentality, man. Not resisting, complying, like this is it. I know what I've done.
Wow. Yeah. Let's keep it real, man. Just like, fuck it. Like, I killed the bitch. I wonder if he knew that this guy was crazy. Teppy, I'm talking about her new husband.
I think anybody that sees his face knows he's crazy. Look at his face. Bring it up. He's got this. He's like a pumpkin with two eyes.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah,
the physiognomy, they say. He has it.
Yeah.
And he looked like he was punching above his weight. She didn't look too bad. So he must have.
Oh yeah, did y'all hear about this?
Now to Marion County, where this man's accused of executing an innocent man. That victim was recovering from a major surgery. Fox 35's Marie Ettinger's learning what led to this senseless shooting.
Police say there was no obvious motive for the shooting, no target. It was just random. And people living in that nice neighborhood in Ocala's historic district say they just don't know what to make of it.
Ocala police say around 3:30 in the afternoon Wednesday, someone called about a stranger trying to flag down a car, then fiddling with a gun. Moments later, they got a call about a shooting right down the road. Officers found 64-year-old Harold Harper shot once in the back of his head with a 9mm Luger. Harper had been out in his front yard gardening and pulling weeds while his wife, daughter, and son-in-law were inside the house.
Wow.
According to a new report, Harper's family told deputies he'd just had major surgery on his neck. Wednesday was the first time since the surgery he was able to do some gardening.
This horrific incident appears to be a random act of violence. There is no indication. I'll repeat that. There's no indication that this was a targeted attack.
Several people saw the alleged shooter, 29-year-old Isaac Toy, walking near the scene both before and after they heard the gunshot. Harper's son-in-law says he saw Toy while he was helping bring in groceries. That's when he heard the gunshot too. Police say they caught Toy right down the road, walking between some bushes with the gun still on him. Toy was denied bond in his first appearance in court today.
A capital felony offense on the homicide charge, pretty much the most serious charge we got in the state of Florida. And then we got aggravated assault as a third-degree felony in count 2. Carries a maximum of up to 5 years in prison.
Police aren't sure what brought Toy to the neighborhood.
That's what's perplexing us, our detectives as well. There is absolutely no indication of any obvious motive whatsoever.
Have you ever seen him?
I have not. No, I don't think I've seen him walking around, and I'm out here all the time, skateboarding, running nearly every day.
The investigation did temporarily put Osceola Middle School into a code yellow lockdown.
We have a lot of kids that scooter to school, walk to school, golf cart to school.
Daniel Ernest grew up in the area and lives there again now.
Definitely was scary, and just with it being in the news now as a complete random act of violence was a little terrifying.
Sean Fullwood had the same sentiment and says lots of his neighbors have been talking about wanting to carry their guns around after the shooting just to feel safer.
Reinforces the idea that it doesn't matter where we're at or what time it is. You should just always try to be aware of your surroundings, even when
you think you're in a comfortable setting.
The police chief, though, says there isn't anything to worry about anymore. The suspect, Isaac Toy, is being held in the Marion County Jail on no bond.
Will I be able to speak with a public attorney after this?
Jesus.
The Ocala police chief says this investigation is still in its very early stages, and he says it'll probably take months. In Ocala, Marie Edinger, Fox 35 News.
Let's see Harold Harper. Let's see who Harold Harper was.
Man, who's the judge that let that guy roam around?
Let me see Harold Harper. Our friend, our fallen soldier, Harold Harper.
Probably some bleeding heart cuck.
Damn, he was just there when he just crossed paths with the son. He was working on his fucking yard. That's crazy.
Sound like that some man was a bit on the slow side.
Yeah, definitely. It's fucked
Now,
up.
if you were Don Lemon, which of these two guys would you want to suck off?
We already know.
You know who he picking.
The guy on the right's pretty old, though, man. Don Lemon would go for youth in this case.
Nah, he love his gliders.
I'm not saying which one is he going to let put it up his butt. I'm saying
White is always right.
Jesus Christ.
White is always right, man. Don always choosing white dude, man.
What does the chat think? Does the chat think Don Lemon?
Dude, whack this guy. This guy was just out there fucking minding his business, and then fucking Sunturn came on, killed
They
him.
switched sides on me. Weren't they flipped a minute ago? Sun was on the left. That just freaked me out. I thought I just saw some weird magic happen.
No, it was a different post.
But you know the sad part is, if me and you were in that neighborhood, he'll think twice. Especially our size and stature. He'll just like,
Yeah, it's weird though. Yeah, like they
hesitate.
They know how to pick them. Yeah, they definitely know how to pick them. Let's see this shooting spree that killed 6 in Mississippi yesterday. Yeah, the guy went around and killed 6 people in Mississippi yesterday. You didn't hear about it.
No, I heard about it. I just want to know who the victim was.
Shooting in Mississippi near the Alabama border. 6 people
Grizzly's
killed
actually
at
the
3
name of the
separate
town.
locations, and overnight a 7-year-old girl is among the victims. What we've just learned about the suspect now in custody. Here's ABC's Alex Prochet.
Tonight, authorities say that this man, Derricka Moore, is behind one of the worst shootings in state history, leaving 6 people dead, including a 7-year-old girl.
There's some cases just that they've got to get the worst punishment.
The Clay County Sheriff says the suspect's trail of terror began just before 7 last night, when the 24-year-old alleged gunman shot and killed his father, Glenn Moore, Uncle Willie Ed Guinness, and older brother Quentin Moore inside a home. Then he allegedly stole his brother's F-150 pickup, drove to another home, and forced himself inside, where they say he attempted a sexual battery with a handgun before killing a 7-year-old relative. He then allegedly drove to a third home, where they say he shot and killed 2 brothers, Barry and Samuel Bradley. Moore was later taken into custody without.
They were also related.
Family to lose this many family members, at one setting, it's just hard.
2 brothers.
It's hard to imagine. So that's the reason I'm saying they definitely need our prayers.
Wait, tonight authorities say that they are still searching for potential motive in what is now the deadliest mass shooting of 2026. Wait.
All right, Alex Prochet for us tonight.
Did CNN even talk about this?
Hell no. I didn't even mention it.
Jesus. Yeah, I saw it, and it was
Mississippi town near the Alabama border. Clay County Sheriff Eddie Scott confirmed the deaths in a Facebook post, stating that multiple innocent lives were lost due to violence in West Point. The attacks took place across 3 separate locations within the town. A suspect is in custody, according to the sheriff's office. Authorities say there is no ongoing threat to the community. The shooting spree was not contained to a single location. Sheriff Scott told WTVA that 6 people were killed across 3 different sites in West Point, suggesting the suspect traveled between locations conducting multiple attacks. The exact nature of the locations, whether they were residences, businesses, or public spaces, has not been disclosed by authorities. Details remain limited as law enforcement continues its investigation. The deaths mark one of Mississippi's deadliest shooting incidents in recent years, though the full scope of the attack remains unclear pending official statements from the sheriff's office. Clay County Sheriff Eddie Scott urged the community to lift our victims and their families in your prayers as law enforcement launched a full investigation into the attacks. Law enforcement is busy investigating and will release an update as soon as possible, Scott wrote in his Facebook statement. The sheriff's office has scheduled a news conference on to provide additional details about the shootings, including information about the suspect in custody.
I don't like the fact that they, that we're not going to hear about this 6 people. That's a lot of fucking people, man. Like, let's just keep it a buck.
No, it was covered on national news, but it's just not going to get as much attention.
But they didn't cover. There was no editorial. There was no opinion. There was no.
Yeah, nah.
You know what I mean?
My dad was watching CNN or mainstream news, and they did mention it. So, but it's not going to get as much as if a glider did it. Like that other guy in Colorado. What was his name? Chris Watson or something, or Chris Watts. Like, people still talk about that shit to this day. This is going to be forgotten.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be replaced in the news. The Sun Man going to do a mass shooting tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
It's going to be a blur rather than a full story.
Yes, it's a lot of Sun Man mass shooters, man. This is 6 people though. This is wicked, right? It's 6. Jesus Christ. 6 motherfuckers. Man. What? 6 people. Gee. Yeah, man. Salute to everybody out there, man. Everybody watching, man. I don't know where we're gonna go next, man. I'm trying to figure out where. I usually don't be this.
Is Minneapolis still popping? Are they gone to bed there? You think it's gotten cold enough for everybody to go home?
Yeah, definitely, man. Them motherfuckers ain't doing nothing over there.
I'd always been led to believe that lesbians had no sense of humor, but this has been one of the funniest things that idiot getting shot.
Yeah, she deserved it too, man. And all the pearl clutching about her death, like, it just shows how crazy liberals are. Like, they didn't forget, but they literally just gonna act like, like that months after celebrating Charlie Kirk's death. I mean,
well, and for clarity, I wasn't saying that necessarily her death was funny, but just how it's turned into, this is the cultural touchstone they want to have. They want to make a martyr out of this woman, and they want it to be the flag they can carry into the midterms, and they want a sort of a repeat of a 2020. And it's really ugly.
I just want to say this right now. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off so fast, Jimmy, but before anybody interjects, remember Charlottesville in 2017 where that one glider guy, he allegedly killed somebody and he got like a couple 100 years in jail for it?
Yeah.
This is the same fucking situation, but they actually surrounded his fucking vehicle and he fucking panicked, and then he gets sentenced federally to prison, but then people fucking...
But he hit a lot of people. He hit probably 30 people, man.
No, he only killed like 1 or 2 people.
No, one lady. I was there, man. I saw the carnage. He broke so many
bones. Showed us the video when he was there. Like,
he broke so many bones. I mean, he broke a lot of bones. People was just fucked. He fucked up about 30 people, man. You didn't.
Yeah, but they surrounded his vehicle, so they were.
He put up Christmas market numbers.
Yeah, he mowed down like a crowd of like maybe 100 people, but he probably hit like 30, and he broke a bunch of bones. I'm talking about like fucking cracked them shits in half. And people was flying all over the field. People was flying around like it was fucking gymnastics practice, man. But here's the thing, though. He yes, he only did it once. He only made one motion. Like he drove into the crowd and then reversed back up the street. He didn't like keep hitting and keep hitting it. He did it one time, but he got a lot of people because everybody was in that one little funnel. It was like the street had funneled everybody into that one little area, and he just he picked them off, man. Yeah, it is what it is, though, man. He got a long time. He killed a white lady. It was a white liberal lady that got killed that day. She's the only one that died. But it looked like, I tell you, when it first happened, it looked like he killed a bunch of people. Like he killed, double figures, you know what I mean, of people. But when I found out, when I got home that day, and I found out like it was only one person dead, I was floored, man. It just goes to show you how organized those protests be, because they had a lot of paramedics on scene. And I'm not talking about like ambulance and shit. I'm talking about like off-duty paramedics that come and show up at those events, or like people, first aid people that show up just to be there. You know what I mean? They're part of the protest. You know what I mean? They have people walking around with milk, so if you get sprayed with bear spray or tear gas, they come over to you and they start pouring milk on your face. They got people, they got all types of assistant staff over there for the protest. It's kind of like an army, you know what I'm saying? They're kind of like an army for real if you think about it.
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, they have their own people who like have those kinds of skills and they come out there and support. Like a lot of these groups who protest are very self-sufficient.
Yeah. And it's multiple groups too. Like it's not just like say like you're one group and you go out and protest. If you're protesting for the right thing, those other groups will show up just to support you just off of GP. And they're not part of your group. They're just like, like doctors and now they're not dressed in like white lab coats and shit. They're dressed like everybody else, but they have their little equipment in their little bags and shit, tourniquets and shit, because immediately everybody started tying tourniquets and setting bones and shit right there on the spot. And there was no way they could have known that was going to happen. There was no way anybody there thought that was going to happen.
Slight change of topic. This Renee Good lady. Does anyone else feel like they've been kind of catfished by her? I mean, there was that first photo that came out of her kind of backlit with the sun setting behind her and her long flowing hair. And you're like, oh, this is kind of sad. This woman got killed. And then you see the pictures of her with her new spouse, and her nose is pierced, her head is shaved, her eyes are crazy. She's, I feel like I've been catfished. They were trying to get some sort of sympathy out of me that I don't think I can actually give to her.
Well,
now.
they did. Like they got the sympathy of the people they wanted. They fuck you. They don't give a fuck about you. They've turned her into some symbol. It's not George Floyd, but they've gotten something out of her for what she did and what happened to her. For her to be like some kind of like martyr is you got to give it to them, man. They know how to do that shit.
But just based on her appearance, I mean, that first photo that everybody saw, she looked like just anybody you might know. Just the average white woman getting punched on the street by a son looks like that. She was just a regular person. And then you get, have you seen the photos of them together? Like the dual headshots?
She look like a crackhead and shit.
Their bald head.
I'm not medical. That's fine.
Maybe one of them had cancer and the other shaved her head. Maybe one had cancer and the other shaved her head to be sympathetic. Maybe that was going on.
I don't know. Yeah, that was sad that they got chased. ICE got chased out by Somalians and shit.
What?
Yeah, you didn't see that? Somalians chased ICE out. They chased ICE out of there. ICE tried to.
Did you say this earlier? I did say this. I didn't. Is that a female ICE agent? A short one? No, maybe this is my country now.
Yo, this is in order, man.
I wonder how they all got those phones. Where do you think all those phones came from?
The white man.
Those are the free phones they get when they come here?
They don't have to get free shit. They can buy shit. They got plenty of money, man.
Yeah. But they still probably do both.
Yeah,
we'll take the money and the free phone. I hate to see those racist investigations into the fraud. Now investigating fraud is racist.
You know what happened in Minnesota was a straight up murder, in my opinion, and it's awful. You know, this lady was probably trying to go home.
That's
and
AI.
She didn't make it home, and it's really sad. So, the whole ICE thing it's a travesty. You know, it's clearly, to me, we're attacking brown people, and I just happen to be brown. And I don't think.
Wait, wasn't it a glider woman?
Yes. He's appropriated the moment for the Browns again. Hey, let me say, I'll be the first to say it. Dyke lives matter. You know, this is our marching call. Dyke lives matter.
Yeah, you want to see his family? You want to see his
family? Yeah, he got a glider. His glider.
His brown family.
Yeah, no, he liked the gliders. He loved the glider women.
Let's see his brown family, man. And listen, I don't have a problem with it. He's happy, and I'm just saying, like, it's just he does too much. It seemed like he's self-conscious about it because he does too much. You know what I mean?
You do bring up a good point. I think Don Lemon would fuck the one in the front left.
There's no reason to make this for him to make this about race. You know what I mean? There would be no reason for him to do that.
No, this is the reason he has to make it about race. He's got to play down this thing he's got going on here by coming on strong for the team, you know? This is why he does it. Because only a racist would call him out on it. Only no left person, no Democrat is going to say, yeah, look at his family, though. What's he talking about? Nobody would even say that. So he can say whatever he wants to kind of dust off any aspersions someone might cast toward him. And he's bulletproof. But I think Don Lemon would definitely have sex with the guy in the front left or the guy behind him. The coach.
He's no longer with her. If it makes a difference. But still, he made sure he had nice looking babies.
Why is the one in the back so dark, though?
He's not.
Previous marriage.
Not one of the kids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's probably maybe her boyfriend at that.
Maybe he's fucking the guy sitting in the front. You know, he might be that.
Right. I should have never showed y'all that Don Lemon shit, man.
I'll stop. I just think it's hilarious.
Jesus Christ.
I won't mention him again.
Hey, man, whatever's on your mind, man. Whatever's on your mind. I'm no judgment here, man. No judgment here, man.
I think it should just be brown people who are upset at this. I think we all have to be. I don't care what side of this thing you are on politically. What's going on in our country right now is absolutely wrong.
I know gliders be like, damn, we can't do shit right. We went out there and got killed for you motherfuckers, and now you say that only brown people shouldn't be worried about this. It should be everybody should be worried about it. And like literally, it's all the protesters like all white people.
As far as the race stuff, the politics, I'm not going to get into. The race stuff I will, and it's just wrong, and we have to do something. But the only thing we can do right now is keep speaking up, because it doesn't seem like they care. And that's troublesome. Last thing I'm going to say, because I don't want to stay on this, but I could. I keep thinking about kids. And when I grew up, the president was always the role model. And I think about that and the effect of being a bully, lying. How is that good for our kids?
Lying?
And that worries me for our future. So.
Shit is amazing, man. Coaches are so fucking, like, they think that that's like turning people on. That's turning people off, man. So fucking annoying, man, to see a fucking coach talking about politics and then to be so wrong on every aspect. It says video shows liberals being trained to fight with federal ICE agents at a North Carolina church.
Has already started, as we said. People have been doing the same thing. This was an event at a church there on Monday night. People acted out immigration detainments.
Left-wing violence training.
Filming them and making noise to call attention to them. Has already started, as we said. People have been doing the same thing. This was an event at a church there on Monday night. People acted out immigration detainments, and the rest of the room practiced filming them and making noise to call attention to them. Has already started, as we said. People have been doing the same thing. This was an event at a church there on Monday night. People acted out immigration detainments, and the rest of the room practiced filming them and making noise to call attention to them. Has already started, as we said. People have been doing the same thing. This was an event at a church there on Monday night. People acted out immigration detainments, and the rest of the room practiced filming them and making noise to call attention to them. Has already started, as we said. People have been doing the same thing. This was an event at a church there on Monday night. People acted out immigration detainments, and the rest of the room practiced filming them and making noise to call attention to them. Has already started, as we said. People have been
insane, man. Insane.
That's right. Actually, I'm very respectful. And you're not respectful at all in any way. I just want to ask, do you believe in illegal immigration? Do you think U.S. taxpayers should be funding housing for illegals and medical care?
Smart man.
Yo, they're so cringy.
He is so intelligent. This man, he's got nothing to say. He's got nothing to say.
I got a lot to say.
He's a big man. He's a big man.
Now I'm a Nazi.
What a big man.
Oh.
What a big man.
Crazy.
I got a cousin like this.
I'm very respectful.
What?
Yeah.
That's a liberal like that?
This is the mentality. This is the state of the United
That's a liberal
States
like
right
that?
now.
Seriously, son.
This is what's
the woman
going
you
on
want?
here
Son, want
in
these
this
women?
country. This is what we're dealing with on the ground, all over. That's right. Actually, I'm very respectful, and you're not respectful at all.
How could
in
son
any
men
way.
stand banging such an annoying woman? Why do they chase them so?
Two sons? Because
they actually respect sons.
Your sisters
They just hate lighter men.
Oh yeah, that's a good point too. Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't think about that, but also
This woman
sisters
is
are worse.
If I were a son, man, I would find this woman too annoying. I couldn't do it. I'd have to go fuck someone less annoying and much fatter.
I dated a liberal. I mean, this one girl, she smelled like wood and shit, but, you know, the best part about it was she let me shoot the club, so I figured, why not? So, but they're fucking the man. It's like I was her, I was a baby to her, and I was like, yo, this shit, it was just cringy. And I was so conservative, she was not feeling me at all. It just started. The more we did, the more it deteriorated. So that's why
That's
it
not the
was.
thought. When you got a liberal woman, you can try not to talk about politics with them, but they still gonna try to sneak and try to like convert you. Like they're like like my wife tried to talk to me about this, and I was just like, I didn't fall for the bait. I didn't really, get into it. I just listened, but she was saying all the same things these people are saying. Like the woman didn't do anything, and the cop didn't have to kill her, and she was just a mom going home to her kids. And I just sat there, I know now, like to just, oh, word, okay, yeah, just, okay, play along and whatnot, and not argue, because there's no way you can convince a liberal woman that she's wrong. So
Yeah.
why waste my time?
Yeah, I don't even talk politics with my girl, and I know she's woke. The Puerto Rican girls, I know she's woke, and I'm like, yeah, I can't. She know where I stand.
Yeah. Why even waste your fucking time, man? Like, shit. Just fucking making yourself frustrated and shit. But they got this app where they can show you what your kids gonna look like when they get older. I don't even know if I want to know what my kids gonna look like when they get older. I want to just let it. I think I just want to let it happen. I think I just want to let it happen. This is app, yeah. It's like a generation. Like how they can take a picture, you upload a picture of your kid, and it can tell you how they look when they get older. Oh, yeah, man. That's crazy.
Just want to ask, do you believe
they say a sister would be doing something like a sister would be much louder, much more aggressive, and you might get your ass kicked.
There might even be some twerking thrown in there. Just
Yeah, it could be levels more intense than this.
in illegal immigration? Do you think U.S.
She did a half a
taxpayers should be
twerk.
funding
Look.
housing for illegals and medical care?
She is doing the repeating thing. She's got that right.
This man,
Just say it over and over.
I noticed that too. Yeah.
he's got nothing to say.
I got a lot to say. All right, now.
He's a big man.
Yeah, she has that some woman energy, dude. I will say that.
I didn't hear you say.
I'm very respectful.
I said she has that. Pause that video for a minute.
This is the mentality. This is the.
She has that some woman energy. Definitely, it's there.
And she's
Repeating herself. Yeah.
She's for the streets, then, man.
She's getting the attention she wants. That's all I want. Affirmation and attention without responsibility.
Let's see this.
I mean, ultimately, that woman is responsible for her own choices. The one who got
Renee Nicole
smoked in
Good
Minneapolis.
died being a nigger lover. She died because she wanted to protect niggers who would not piss
Yo,
on her.
repeat that again.
Renee Nicole Good died being a nigger lover.
Wow.
She died because she wanted to protect niggers who would not piss on her if she was on fire. Anybody saying now she didn't try to run them over, you're a nigger lover. Thank you. My message to white liberals is that these people want you dead regardless. It doesn't matter.
Get this girl on the show, Ock.
Let them scam. They still hate you. They still hate
I
white
will
people.
say
They
that
hate
she's
you.
right
Can't
though.
feel
Like
bad.
white liberals don't understand that. White liberals. Well, let me feel like this. It appears that white liberals don't understand that they're still white, and like blacks still don't like them. Like you're not like a good white. You're just like a useful idiot or tool or ally or enemy of my enemy. You know what I mean? You're not like
You're not
cool.
black. It's that simple.
Yeah, you're not black. Yeah.
They'll never be accepted. I smash this chick, by the way.
Well, no, you'll be accepted. A very few, they'll have a few that can be accepted, but in mass, in general, no. In general, no. On a large scale, no way.
Bad for these people. When you have that superiority complex, that you're a white woman saving the niggers. Oh, I have a mission. I have to save the niggers. And the funniest thing is the very people that she was out there and got shot.
What is her username?
I don't know if anyone's ever said those words. No one's ever said that.
She going in.
She might I have to save the African Americans.
What's her? What is it?
What her username?
Yeah.
I don't. This is not her. This is not her. Is this? This is another woman who posted her thing. She got posted by another woman, so this is not her. This is not her.
But she going in.
I smash.
Yeah, her rhetoric.
She was hard R-ing it.
Her
She got the
rhetoric brings
Gladys
up her
rhetoric.
rating.
She got the Gladys right. They'll take it a little hit smash. Shoot out the club. Don't shoot.
Yeah, I'll
Don't
be
shoot
like,
the club too
look at
much.
this ugly black girl, and then she talks like that, and I'm like, ooh, yeah.
I would.
I'm not doing good at
She's not
all
like-
today.
Hey, Brittany.
Hey guys, Brittany here.
How do
I'm
you
back.
breathe with that?
Holy
Like,
shit.
This is crazy.
That didn't take long.
What is the consensus on this girl getting shot on ice? Because I watched the video on Asmongold's channel, but like, what's the vibe? It seems to me most people are just not dealing with this bullshit anymore, and they don't give a fuck. But I could be wrong.
Well, liberals are just liberals are just making it appear that everybody's bent out of shape about it. But yeah, I would definitely say that when I read the comment sections of different posts.
Exactly.
I usually like to gauge my opinion on whatever a basketball coach says. So I guess I'm against this.
Yeah.
Because if this shit happened like 10 years ago or anywhere near the George Floyd overdose, I feel like it would have way more weight. But I'm not seeing, like, people are just not going for it anymore.
Yeah,
At least not as much.
It's boring, and it's also you've been had like
Yeah.
you already conned us and shit, and you're coming back with the same, like, no different. Like, you're not like mixing it up. You're coming
No.
back with the
Yeah,
exact same
it's the same old song and dance.
it's an insult to our intelligence at this point.
Yeah.
But the thing is, will it work though?
It will work for them. Yes, every liberal knows to stay on code. Liberals don't fight with each other and shit when they're not they know that, like, right now we gotta fucking close ranks and shit. So yeah, they're all of them will definitely stay on code and act like the sky's falling.
Does anyone else looking at this woman here get the feeling that maybe this happened during some sort of eating mishap or accident? Like she was working on some ribs or something and got hit from the back of the head into the table. And it worked out for her. It's a good look.
Yeah, I'm sure that she looks better now than she did before. Definitely sure about that.
She's come out of her shell.
Jeez. So much bullshit. Great show, guys.
There's someone out there for her.
Yeah, any final thoughts?
They say there's someone for everyone. I think for her, it's a 46-year-old son man.
Yeah, especially one that just came home from prison.
Who did?
One that just came home from prison would love her.
Her money or her?
Yeah, definitely her money. And her place to stay. He would still fuck her though. Like he would be fucking her.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's part of the package.
Yeah.
Look, if I was just out of prison, I probably would too. If I was just out.
I don't know, man. I think I'd try try my luck with someone else.
She kind of has the look of your average, 15-year convict. Plus,
I'll be like,
nose accoutrement.
I'd be like, I'll catch the next bus that's coming by.
I'm gonna take my chances on this park bench.
Yeah, I'll see what else is coming down the pike, man. Yeah. So great show, guys, man. We'll be back tomorrow, man.
Hey, I was
What?
gonna cough you up a video if you wanted to see the one I did today, about
Oh,
Minnesota.
yeah, another video?
I cranked one out today for the Minnesota girl.
Is it the back chat?
It's a short one. It's in the back chat. It's a short one. It's over before you know it. That's why it did so well.
Hey, man, maybe you got to do that, man. Instead of giving people like 20 jokes in one video, you give them a couple jokes in one video.
Yo,
I say go get yourself some lunch, big boy. Go ahead.
Yo, kudos to you, my man. Standing up for your woman. These days, we don't see enough of that manly chivalry, bro. But you got to try to talk to her, though. She seems kind of emotional.
Get out of the fucking car. Get out of the car.
What the? Women drivers, am I right? Dude, this is going to blow up your insurance rates. Trust me, my wife totaled both our pickups. Yeah, be ready to hear her crying about how it wasn't her fault.
I say go get yourself some lunch, big boy. Go ahead.
Yeah, man.
It's like a character study.
Yeah.
Women drivers.
Jimmy, just let him end the show already.
Say what, man?
I'm just saying, just let him end the show already.
Yeah, man. I don't want to interrupt.
Yeah.
Good night.
Great show. Great show, though, guys. I'll be back tomorrow, man. Make sure you check out. I dropped the Tulsa video, or redropped the Tulsa video of what really happened at Tulsa. Dropped that earlier today. Get in the comment section, hit the like button, subscribe. Black Columbo. Oh!
Salute.
To you.